day 2 of the haul out. Started off as a rainy day, which slowed me down. I was over on Delos, stayed over there last night instead of in the boatyard. Trying to take my dinghy here. It's about a 4-mile run, and the motor wouldn't run, so I didn't get to the boatyard till noon. But I was happy to see that the boatyard was in full progress. They set up a tent, they're fairing the keel, the bottom. So I'm just focusing on more of the engineering stuff. I just cleaned up the propeller, I did some prop speed on there. So it's quite a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm hoping I can be in by Friday, hauled out on Monday, so I'm hoping 5 days, which would be very quick, but we'll see. It's kind of a weird boatyard to be in. As you can notice, there's my boat, and that boat, so kind of a lonely place, about 10 minutes out of town, but so far so good. I mean, what a place to do boat work. The rudder's being professionally fiberglass. I don't know what I did wrong, because I've done a lot of glass work and never had it fail, but it seems like they're beveling it in a little bit more than I did. And they kind of just started that this morning. I thought it was gonna help, but it was done by the time I came. And the fairing job they're doing is great. Like, you could barely tell we hit a reef. See all the fairings getting repaired though, it's nice. Not really seeing any damage at the keel joint or anything like that. It all looks good. Surprisingly, the cutlass bearing is still good too, even though we bounced the prop off rocks. See, there's no deflection or play in this thing. When I cleaned up the prop, a little bit of damage from the corals, not too bad. And this one had a little bit there. But for smashing on a reef for 3 hours, she looks pretty damn good. So I think we could dodge the bullet on that one. Yeah, it's gonna be good as new when I'm done with this, which is great. So today is a big day for me. The sun is out, which will help get some work done because it was very wet yesterday. I'm really pushing to get back in the water on Friday. It was hauled out Monday, so Monday is kind of a lost day to power washing and dropping the rudder, which I didn't know I needed to do. And then yesterday it was rainy and my dinghy failed when I was trying to come back from Delos to here. On the list today, there's a bunch of things. To get that centerboard sheave out, that is, the weld has failed, so they could weld it back up. That's gonna take 1 day. I'm trying to locate crimpers for the centerboard cable that I ran through with Brian. I'm trying to fish a new centerboard cable while I'm out. So here's the old cable. It's gotta pull it out down a little more actually, and then I'll run a messenger through. A little fatter diameter, but very close. I'm gonna give this a snip, hopefully. There we go. Get the messenger ready. Put little knots on the end to help it stick. You could try to do like wire to wire, but I don't think that's the most prudent way to do it. Okay. That feels pretty tight. Get ready to roll. So what I'm gonna do is put the line through first, and then do the same thing and attach it to this cable. Is it down, Brian? Yeah. Where's over there? Sweet. I don't want to pull it. Okay, so I think today's first order of business is going to be to go into the starboard sail locker. I'm gonna get some new stuffing in there in my rudder stuffing box, because I kind of just want to like get that area buttoned up, like get the rudder reinstalled, put all the stuff away. Because the problem when you do boat projects is the boat like throws up all over itself, and then it rains, and then you have water everywhere. So yeah, I'm just trying to do this organized because I also need to go in this sail locker today for the centerboard. So what's I'm gonna do today? So I'm gonna go in this hole. Much easier to access the rudder stuffing, which is here, when there is no rudder. So that's why I'm doing it now. Quadrant's still intact. I'm hoping I can get that all in if the cable's tensioned. Fingers crossed. Why it didn't take. Sure, I'll take it out and cut the new piece though. Once again, cut it to a 45. Scissors seem to work better on this material. This is waxed flax from Edson directly. This was bought in Tahiti. I don't know, maybe it needed some oil or something. It's definitely a different consistency. So I'm hoping that'll solve this leak, but I will find out. Okay, so I'm gonna fit this in. I'm obviously not gonna compress it though because the shaft's not in place. So it's just gonna be loose fit, dry fit for now, and I will torque down the stuffing box when the shaft comes back in. You want the packing material to obviously surround the shaft, so if I torque it down now, it wouldn't make any sense. Okay, that seems to fit pretty good. I'll double check when the shaft comes in. I'm gonna lightly close the lid now so it doesn't move. Okay, lightly set. Ready for the rudder to come back. I was really fighting with trying to get this cable off, but apparently there's a set screw somewhere in here. So I'm gonna try and find that now and get this old cable off. This way I can take the broken piping out and eventually install the new cable. I did see some damage to this cable, so I'm glad I'm replacing it. There are some sharp strands. I think I replaced it like in 2009, so it's actually quite old. You can see some meat hooks there. There. So this cable was due for a replacement. Yeah, I removed everything so I can see better in here. Ah, this is so difficult. Cable's out. Let's see now. So now the new cable is run through this already, but I'm gonna have to remove it because this was leaking down here. I have to figure out what size bolts those are. Seem to be 9/16. Grab a wrench back. Oh, first poke bite. Sheets. Oopsies. Okay, it's out. This is the piece that was damaged at the weld right in here. Jeez. Well, time to get it fixed up. It is out. Just so we can see what we're working with here.
Oh,
yeah, I got it out of the boat, yeah.
Oh.
It looks much worse because we were yanking on it, but yeah, geez. The other thing is, you think
we can move forward.
So I think why this happened is a solar panel wire. It lost a rubber coating, and it was electrified. So I think it was a little bit of corrosion from electrolysis.
Oh, electrolysis.
So
okay.
I'm a little bit worried. You think I think we probably should just make sure these welds are okay too.
Okay.
Because I don't want to see. I can't tell right now because it's kind of dirty, but that looks a little suspect too because I'm seeing colors, right?
This point.
Is that it?
This is different. This is different. This padding has created a strength here. This is broken from here because
there's no
this
support.
creates strength. This.
Got you.
This. So we work on that first. We'll clean everything. Check everything. We'll check this well. We'll check this well. We'll check it.
Yeah.
This. What is this water running through this or something?
Yes. So this is under the water line. So the cable, because the cable has to go through the hole in the boat. There's water in here, and this takes it above the water line, so the water doesn't come into the boat. So it's very important this is watertight, because I had a leak from this.
Yes.
But I was leaking here. I had a hairline leak.
Understandable.
Got you.
Okay,
so the other thing I was saying, maybe we could compression test it with air or something before we install it, because I've heard of these.
Sure.
I've heard of these leaking on splash, and it might be nice just to know it's airtight and watertight.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like we have a plan. Oh god, the stairs are on here. I forgot about that. Andy boy brought me 3/16 stainless welding rods from Australia, which is very important. They do not have these here in Sabu Sabu, so that was handy. Finally located a micro crimper. I think they're called. Friends had one, luckily, and we're just gonna make the connection for the center board now. Yeah, I think it's doubled up just in case.
And I'm gonna hold it.
Middle?
Yeah, you can tell the saddle should fit right in that.
So wider, I guess. I think top one
And
first.
you can do either side, top or bottom.
Maybe bottom user. Awkward angle.
You want to come in from the other side?
That might be smart. Pretty hard. Not my finest work, but it's definitely not going anywhere. While I have my friends Joe and Brent here, I asked them to help me reinstall the rudder. After further investigation, the rudder seems fine, but I'm going to make a change to help reduce corrosion. I'll show this adjustment to you guys tomorrow. Well, today was a bit of a whirlwind. It's 5:30 now. I think I started my day around 7. Made some good progress. The first coat of paint is on the boat. The centerboard cable is crimped. The rudder's back in. I just can't get one through bolt in. I'm still working on. But yeah, I still feel like I have a big day tomorrow, so I think I'm gonna crash on the boat again tonight just to wake up early and hit it again. It's not so bad. I don't have much food right now, so I just had like a wrap and some cheese, but 4 meals from the restaurant before I came out here, because this is in the middle of nowhere, this boatyard. But yeah, spirits are doing well. The guys are crushing it down there. My friends Joe and Brent came and helped me today with the rudder, so that was good, and had some help. Yeah, pretty tired now though. It was a long day. I'm still trying to make Friday, I'm hoping. So yeah, taking care of business here. Okay, good morning, it's Thursday. Today I have to finish the rudder install, hopefully get the centerboard reinstalled. They're having some trouble with the box. When they welded it, I think rust internally opened up and it's leaking from all over. I had asked them to test it with water pressure, which is good. They're gonna start painting the bottom, touch up the area they didn't get, like the rudder and the centerboard, and then that'll be one full coat. I think I'm also gonna have the yard clean the hull. It's a little rusty, it's been 2.5 years. Usually I do it myself, but I'm just trying to fly through this hull out and get back in, because look where I am. Middle of nowhere, way out of town. But I'm gonna go ahead and check in on the welding now and see what's going on with that. Oh, I also found a torque wrench for my keel bolts. The manual says it's 90 psi, 90 pounds of foot torque. So I'm gonna do that, just to check on the keel bolts. I don't see any damage, but that'll make me sleep better at night knowing there's the proper torque value. Here's the welding shop. So ideally, this part would be replaced, but that's more like an Australia thing, not for this haul out. It'll last a year or two, I think, but there's just too much corrosion. Is this part doing okay now?
Yeah,
That's where the problem was, but then the heat opened up something else, I guess.
When I cleaned it up, all these edges.
I just see, I guess, there's little pinholes here, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what's leaking?
No, it's just here, just a small pinhole here. And I think this one.
How are you doing on rods? Do you have enough still?
Still.
Have plenty? Okay.
Yeah.
You think you'll be able to get it to work? Let's try
Only two.
Only two now.
Two now.
How many did you have in the beginning?
A lot.
Yeah, this should have been replaced probably, but I'll get it next time. I probably should have had this just cut off and rebuilt.
Rebuild a new piece.
But I would need stainless.
I would still okay.
Yeah, I would use stainless. I don't have the sheets and stuff like that of stainless, so.
If we had.
Okay, so we're testing here. What are we looking for?
This is a centerboard sheave box out of Calico skies.
The whole
This
thing.
this whole thing, we have rebedded all the weldings. We're doing a water test now.
Looks like there's some water maybe, eh?
We've done
A lot of water tests.
three to four water tests. And take the one off your head. That piece of cloth. We need another cloth. Go up. That's coming from here.
Coming from the.
This is the weakest point in. Okay, there. See the red at that corner? Okay. So just turn it on. So.
Oh yeah, I can see it came out right there.
Yeah. So we just clean it up again with the grinder.
And try to weld it.
And just put another run from here.
I'm not sure how I would have done this haul out without the guys here at Yacht Help. They've been awesome. They really are collaborative, which is cool. It's not like sometimes you would go to a boatyard and kind of work independently. They kind of come with a lot of questions, and they really work together. So it's been huge. You know, it's an empty yard, it's a lonely yard. It's also kind of an expensive yard. It's $50 a day to be out of the water. So there is some economy in having help and just getting it over with and not spending 3 weeks here. Okay, like I was saying earlier, I'm looking at the Sabre manual, and it's saying 90 foot-pounds of torque while the boat is lifted out and on the cradle. So I guess the key thing is here you want weight on the keel. That's what the spec is for the torque on the bolts. The torque wrench I found here in Fiji is in newtons, I guess. So I'm gonna have to convert that to foot-pounds of torque. So 90 foot-pounds of torque is 122, what does NM stand for? Nanometers? I don't know. Someone tell me what that is. Metric system. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out how to work this wrench. Okay, so I think that's 118. I think I have to spin this a little bit more. Get the 8 lined up. That 112 plus 8, that's 120. I think that's what I said. It's just a little slippery. Could you just maybe stabilize that? Might not be the exact right size. I just don't want to slip on the bolt. Is that it? Okay. Okay, so I think I did that right. Put a lot of pressure on whatever it was. They maybe moved a little bit, which I haven't done them in like a decade, so I think it's about right. You know, I just want to make sure they're super tight and good to go. They all visually look okay. It's really, there's no evidence of damage down below or up top. It's really just like it sleep well at night offshore. Due diligence. It's windy. Okay, so these things are on. Props all cleaned up. I'm going to be applying prop speed. Well, the guys are going to be applying prop speed. I'm still trying to get the boat back together. But a little bit of damage like I was showing you guys earlier. So I'm going to take a flap disc and just polish this up a little bit. Well, the steering is completely installed, but there's one through bolt that I cannot get to go through, and now it's stuck. I'm gonna switch gears and move on to this. Try to reinstall this. Yeah, gotta run the cable through it and then bolt it back together. Okay, let's see how easy this is. Here's the cable. Gotta try to run this through. I think it's best to start from here. Okay, that actually went easier than I thought it would. I got worried that maybe the shiv was damaged by the heat, but I kind of had to like just twist and force the wire, and it kind of worked its way through the block or the shiv. Okay, now I have to get this thing reinstalled. Okay, so because I'm still getting rudder corrosion, I'm going to try something different, and I'm actually going to bond the rudder quadrant, which is connected to the rudder stock. I'm going to bond it to the boat's grounding system just to see if that helps with that crevice corrosion I'm getting. It's weird, it's only 2 years old, has nothing to do with the Reef. I was reading like the Nigel Calder book, and it recommended maybe trying this, so I figure it can't hurt, because any electricity in the water, the rudder has no zinc. Everything else is protected to our zinc, so I figure it can't hurt. And I'll give it a shot. You can see the wire connected there. It's running. It's gonna run to a through hole here. On the right there, that's the bonding screw I'm doing. Right here. See a lot of other wires for the through hole. But this will electrically connect the rudder to the rest of the boat. And so hopefully that will help prevent some corrosion in the future. And there we are. Hopefully that helps. Okay, I am finally getting there. I basically made a connection to the quadrant, and I'm going to attach that wire to one of our through hulls, which is included in the bonding system of the boat. Yeah, really getting there. The centerboard is done. Oh, I guess I need to make the centerboard attachments tomorrow morning when they lift the boat up, or tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah, so far doing pretty good. What a marathon it's been. Been busy. I hauled out Monday. It's been a busy 4 days, but yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully no issues tomorrow on launch. I did touch a lot of things again, like the rudder was out of the boat, so that could leak. The centerboard thing could leak. The keel bolts could leak because I tightened them. So I'm a little nervous, but you know, these are all things that needed to be done. So one way or another is going to be accomplished. Well, today is launch day. I actually finished everything last night, which was Thursday. I guess I finished it around 6 p.m. and I went back to the marina and had some drinks and dinner with my friends because all I ate was 2 wraps yesterday. I actually stayed at my friend's boat last night, and rather than coming back here where it's empty and lonely. But today is splash day. I'm a little bit nervous about a couple things because I touched a lot of underwater stuff, and I also broke a bolt on my raw water pump. I usually have to crack the back cover to let the airlocks out, and I broke a bolt, so that's vice clamped. So I'm gonna have to get it primed some other way. But fingers crossed, 2 p.m. I'll be back in the water, and I'll be back in the marina by like 3. So here's hoping. Looking good. Prop speed's on. The guys did a great job fairing. You can tell there's nothing on the keel. The hull's all waxed. Shiny and new. That shine. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. Travel lift has started. We have to get the centerboard cable attached. I'm hoping that's not too hard. It is right now in the keel. And yeah, the next thing is hopefully getting the engine going and the leaks. Always a little nerve-wracking this part. Here she goes. Well, it's the morning after I splashed. I realized I completely dropped the ball on filming at the end. It got a little chaotic there. I could not get the raw water pump to take water up. I guess it was like airlocked. And usually what I do is I crack the back of the cover where the impeller is, and that just lets the water flow through and breaks the airlock. But while I was doing that, I broke a thumb screw inside the pump, so I couldn't get to it from there. And of course everyone's watching you, you're sitting in the slings, and then I looked at the engine and there's no RPM, and the belt had snapped, the belt that feeds the alternator and freshwater pump. So it was a sort of a scramble to get everything working, and I made it here safely. So far the leaks seem okay. The rudder is definitely leaking still, even though I replaced the stuffing, and my prop shaft stuffing box is leaking. But I think the centerboard's holding. I haven't gotten a close look on it yet. There's so much water everywhere from the strainer mess. So yeah, so I'm just making some breakfast and decompressing after what a marathon that was, but all is well.